Oh, I was hoping that. I'm seeing wipes on my ass. Really, Mystic? Really? Mystic? Nope, don't chew on that. You need to stop chewing on plastic. It's absolutely not what you're doing. No. Nope. Child, no. Absolutely not. I literally just tried to keep the edamame beans that I got today away from my cat. She's trying to chew on the package. So dumb. Doop, doop, doop. Disconnected. Really? I don't know if I'm gonna find, alright. So I'm all for exploring. I'm all to find out if I can find anything. I just wanna find the sulfur spring. Sulfur biome. I keep calling it sulfur spring. It's not sulfur spring. Sulfur biome. That's fine. I mean, that's what I'd like to try to find. I may have to put this on easy on this work. Really? Ma'am. Hey. Hey! Catch up. Don't you on it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is not the time for chaos, man. I'm gonna have to, like, hide this from you. Stay away from my edamame. Stay away from my edamame. Do you want the potato? Because you're not gonna be eating edamame. What are you doing? Listen here, cat child. Here's how this is gonna work. I have this. It is a Fuecoco. Perhaps you are familiar with the Fuecoco. Hey. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Okay. Okay. I guess chaos is what you chosen. Hey. Hey. Man, you are being a butt. Yeah, come here. Come here, Misty. Okay, she runs away as soon as I get a place set up that she could literally, like, do her thing. She runs away. Disconnect. There we go. I may have to switch this to peaceful just to be able to explore. I want to find the sulfur springs, but that's gonna go. I've got an elytra, but no rocket. May not be the smartest. May not be the smartest tool in the bunch here. Like, I wonder if I can enchant for like fall damage. Except I only have 2 XP, so what good is that gonna do me? I only have 2 XP. Lost all my XP the other day. I've got on peaceful for right now. Mostly because I just need to go explore. I think if I explore enough negative distance wise, you know, it'd probably make more sense if I took the gas with me. That might actually be a smarter choice in this hypothetical here. Because it might actually be smarter to take the gas because my elytra broke the other day. I don't have any more rockets. No more fireworks. We're gonna take snowball. And to grab one, but maybe 2. Just I don't know, my gas is tied down pretty good. Alright. What the heck? Why is it there? How am I supposed to get up there? I don't think I'm supposed to get up there, am I? Butter biscuits, okay. I need to put this map up. One moment. I should have a place to put these. I don't think I have a place to put that though. I don't have a place that you can get like little nuggets of gold. It's negatory. Probably need some wood. I don't really have wood on. Hey, oak. There we go. Right now. What? Okay, can I... Where's the gas? Can I get up here? Gas is really... There you are, buddy. Hi. Over here. Ha ha ha! Alright, buddy. Where are we going? It's a good question. Where are we going? I think that's the... Okay, that's the dual tower building I built. Alright, I gotta press the whole up in a way. Okay. Right, I have to keep my finger on the line. Right. We're gonna go exploring. I'm gonna put the shield, no. I'll put the shield here. Going up. I need to be really careful about the gas pipe. It's negative direction. Will help me how to fly. Ow. I'll just rip that out of my ear. That's cool. That's great. Fantastic. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, and the connection's lost again. Ooh, that would be really harsh to fly off of. Okay, note to self. Don't press the B button. Hold the A button. Don't press the B button. For the love of all that is Minecraft's wonderful, don't press the B button. It'll cause you to dismount. And we are not trying to dismount right now. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Ooh, there's so much coal there. That'd be nice. I think we're good. It's gonna keep going this direction, apparently. Another life. I wonder how far. So thank you to discover a new challenge. Alternatively, if we fell like in the water, I think it'd be okay. From what I can see, there's not a lot of water. A button. Finger on the A button. Don't press the B button. Hit the finger on the A button. Ooh. A button. Don't dismount. Hello. Press the B button. Finger on the A button. It's a good time to, maybe go to flying school. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I see more coal over here. Is that iron or is that copper? Iron is iron. Okay. careful. Very careful. If I go out here far enough, oh my glove. Ooh, iron, iron, more iron, more iron, emerald, emerald, and coal. Yeah, ma'am, ma'am, yeah, come here, come here, hi, come here, come here. You know, I gave you an opportunity, ma'am. Come here. Okay, now you're just being a butt. Come here, come here. Come on. Right. This kind of neat though. Really, Mystic? What are you chewing on now? What are you chewing on? What are you chewing on that? Hey, come here, come here, come here. Wah. There you go. Ow. Ah, cat child. Seriously? What are you chewing on? Ah, da, 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 da. Do not chew on those. Just because they are plastic, don't mean you chew on them. These are filled with water for paint, for watercolors. You don't chew on these. Hi, hi, hi. Boop, cat child. Really? You know what? You know what? I'll be right back. Mystic, go down off my desk. Thank you. Connect. I forgot to do one thing, and that is, might look really weird to people, but I forgot to do a specific hair thing because there's a specific treatment you use for curly hair, and this stuff works really well. Plus, it makes my hair smell nice and it softens the hair. Probably don't do that. Ooh. But it works pretty well. It's kind of a leave-in treatment stuff. Yeah. No. forgot to do that after my shower, so apologies. Take care of that really, really quickly. Now what I'm doing is it's a shea butter with argan oil, but it's coconut, and it smells really good. And it helps out curly hair. You chose to hop up on my desk at the inopportune time, ma'am. Look at yourself. But making sure that that gets in there. Because I forgot to do that earlier. Should have done it earlier. That was my bad. But no. Now that should be taken care of. The stuff I use, let me try to. The stuff I use for my hair, it smells really good, and it's really good for your hair. I use this, and this is specifically really good for curly hair. It's it's Cantu shea butter with argan oil. It's a leave-in conditioner type thing. But if you have curly hair, it's really good for curly hair. It helps with moisturizing curly hair and leaving hair soft. Not sponsored by insert hair product here. Shit, I wish I was. Think I get sponsored by companies to do this shit? No. I'll just find neat things and talk about it. Okay. Now whatever we do, don't press the B button, keep your finger on the A button. Bring your A game. And of course it decides to rain. Why wouldn't it? Okay, so we're gonna keep going this way. Ooh, my bad. Forget how fast this gas goes. Oh my coal. Hello. There's so much coal over here. How are you? There's so much coal. Oh, and there's iron. And oh, there's so much iron. Ooh, emerald. Oh, I need to like write that down. There's so much. Hold on. Got a pen over here somewhere. Okay, so negative 1392, 186, 387, ton of coal and lots of iron. Making a note because in case people in the server need to know where some resources are, I got you covered. No, my controller. No. Keep going. Sorry, my nose itches. Going this way. What is over here? Is this snow? Or is it something else? I think it might just be like, ooh, there's more coal over there. Oh, nice. So that's just like random. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What? What? Seriously? Okay. It's either a trial chamber or a spawner. I think it's a spawner. Okay, so there's a spawner in mountain at negative 1486, 170, 421. Why couldn't it be 420? That's that one. I'm gonna keep a pen over here as well. Get a really nice pen. Nice clicky sound. Apparently there's a trial chamber. I think it's just spawner. Come on. Can you like? Oh, I just realized I don't think I have any torches. Hello. I don't think I have any torches. Oh, no, I do not have any torches. Son of a biscuit. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Perfectly fine. Not like I need torches anyway. Okay. Let me see. Who needs torches? Wait, what's that over there? I'm going possibly a wrong direction here. No, let's keep going this way. Try to explore and find the sulfur biome. Broke my elytra yesterday, so gotta use the gas. I'm trying to find the sulfur biome because there was a new biome update for Minecraft, and it's supposed to be the sulfur stuff. One of my friends was playing in the server with me yesterday, and we both took our elytras and went on a flight thing, and then my elytra decided to break mid-flight, and I lost a bunch of my stuff, and luckily the other person was flying with me, so they saw where my stuff dropped and brought me back my stuff, but all my XP points kind of went in the gutter. So I've got like 2 XP points, and the Sulphur Springs are supposed to be in new. chunk renders, and they're supposed to be at stone level. Are you yelling at me, ma'am? Yeah? So I'm trying to go out further. Come here. Come here. I know. Trying to go out further and explore so that I can try to get new chunks to spawn. 3, 2, 1. Are you gonna jump or not? 3, 3, 2. Ow. That was my arm and my leg, ma'am. Please don't touch my controller. Please don't touch my controller. War Thunder. Yeah, so in Minecraft with the new biome update, the new biome for the sulfur, which is at stone level, it only spawns in chunks that have not been rendered yet. If you're playing a current game and you're still wanting to explore the current world that you're playing on. Other than that, if you have a new world and you start up a new world, then the sulfur biome should automatically spawn at stone level in that world, but the sulfur biomes are considered a rare biome because of how often they do spawn. It's more than likely you'll find a lush cave before you find a sulfur biome, and most of the sulfur caves are going to be they're the sulfur biomes are they're near the caves, and sometimes a sulfur biome will spawn next to a lush cave, but the algorithm for how the sulfur caves spawn is so random that it's literally just a challenge and challenging yourself just to find a sulfur biome in Minecraft at the moment. But there's a neat little quirk with the sulfur biome update. Whenever you touch any of the sulfuric acid or the sulfur that's in the caves, your character will take damage, but it's more of like it's like a nausea, like how do I explain? It's kind of like whenever you eat a puffer fish. You get about like I think it's 3 minutes, 3 minutes of damage that you take, like you do with puffer fish, basically. Same kind of effect, but the sulfur is what causes that effect in the sulfur biome. And I tried to find the sulfur biome yesterday, but I didn't have any luck. And so I'm exploring more out this way and hopefully rendering enough chunks to where maybe I can find a sulfur biome. Yes, I am playing on Bedrock. I'm playing on Bedrock because Bedrock tends to be cross-platform, and a lot of the people that are in my server play on different consoles, and not everyone has a computer to play on. I have a computer that I'm playing on, which is my gaming PC that my younger brother built me. Um, but I also kind of hook up a controller to my PC so that I can still have the same nostalgic vibe of playing with a controller when doing Minecraft. I was used to the Xbox 360 Minecraft originally. After I started out with the beta on computer, My friends in high school, God, this is gonna age me. My friends in high school, it was like 2009, and they had a early release kind of tester for Minecraft. And so the one person that had that brought them on a flash drive, and they brought it to our group of friends. They're like, "Hey, do you guys want to test out a new game that's supposed to be coming out?" And I was curious, is like, what do you mean a new game? What do you talk about? And they're like, it's called Minecraft. What? What's Minecraft? So I we got introduced to Minecraft and started it out as like the ooh, is that the Pale Garden? I think that's the Pale Garden. No, maybe Dark. No, that is definitely Pale Garden. Yeah, that is definitely Pale Garden. Pale Garden. But yeah, we played the beta and tested it back in 2009. Then Minecraft got released around 2010 to the general public, and yet even after all this time, I am still trying to figure out redstone builds. I'm more of building people's houses and villages and stuff, and gathering a crap ton of grinded resources and basically creating community centers where people have like all the resources they need in survival without any mods or anything. I basically just grind nonstop till I have enough resources for people to do whatever they want if they want an easier time getting resources to build what they want. If they don't want to do the challenging things and they don't want to fight any of the mobs, but I still have the mobs on, but right now I'm got it on peaceful lawn exploring. I was barely starting life in 2009. I I graduated in 2011. I just recently had a birthday 2 weeks ago. Oh, I forgot to mark what it was. Pale Garden. I started my life in the 90s. Back when people used landlines and knew what a Nokia was and dial-up internet. Yeah, I've run into quite a bit of people that whenever they find out, wait, you were born in the 90s, they just kind of um are a bit surprised, and that's okay. I don't tend to give off give off being old, I guess. I guess that would be I don't have the words for that. Like I guess I don't really the Great Depression. No, the Great Depression is what I go through every day. Sorry, that was bad joke, bad mental health joke. Oh, jeez. Um, I do struggle with depression, but I do try to just kind of find ways to cope with it. Yeah, I tend to be very completely honest about my mental struggles and my mental health. I'm a pretty much an open book when it comes to that stuff. Mostly because I don't think that people's mental health should be seen as negative stigma around it because a lot of people have struggles that they don't talk about, and sometimes all people really need is someone to talk to when they're going through something. At least that's what I've found through talking to some people about like their struggles and trying to find out why they're feeling the way they feel. And most of the time, people just wish someone would listen. I think not enough people want to listen when people are having a bad day. When I was in high school and started out Minecraft, Minecraft was, I think it's that. I think they're pumpkins. Is that pumpkins? I think those are pumpkins. But whenever I was starting out my Minecraft early years, back when I was a young Minecraft person and I started my Minecraft journey and started in the wee early phases of the Minecraft world, back when the graphics were a bit more pixelated than they are now, um, and you could use cheat mods in Java a lot easier. When I started out Minecraft, it was a way for me to kind of deal with some of the stuff I was dealing with in high school and kind of get away from all the stuff that happened in home and at work and in school. And sometimes kids at school were not always the nicest people. So Minecraft was a way that I had a place that I could not have to worry about that stuff. Granted, there's a lot of games that do that, but Minecraft has been consistent for me for the entire time Minecraft has been around. I do also play Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. I've got two new games I'm supposed to be. Yes, back in the Hero Brand days, back before Technoblade passed away. That early stages, yes. I play Animal Crossing, I play Stardew Valley, Terraria. Heck, I remember when Terraria started out. It has definitely changed versus then versus now. Back in my day, we only had bricks. Back in my day, we didn't have your non-confounded Minecraft bullshit. We had a hoop and a stick, and we walked down the street with a dog before the lights went out. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. I know there's running jokes on TikTok about whenever people mention being born in the 90s, you get like the Jurassic Park theme song, or you get the whole like um Stone Age caveman type meme. And I'm just like, oh geez, if you think the 90s is old, I've met people that were born in the 50s. My grandma was born in 1919 and she's been gone like 13 years, but she told me all the stories about like historical events she lived through, and it was pretty cool. She actually did live through the Great Depression. She lived through Martin Luther King Jr. She lived through like the whole. I know those still pop up for you. Yeah, I get a lot of those TikTok videos that pop up, and people are like asking people, what year were you born? And you get all these like people at a workplace, and some of them are like, oh, 2006, and some people are like, oh, 2002, some people, oh, 2010, and I'm just over here like, Oh, dear God, they're children. Because to me, like, whenever people mention being born after 2000, my brain goes, it's a baby. Because, like, comparison-wise, like, they're very young, and I feel old. There's one way to make me feel old. It's just like when people start mentioning the years that they were born. Tomorrow, someone walks up to you and asks you, no, tomorrow I don't think many people are gonna walk up to me and ask me anything. Tomorrow I'm getting a tattoo. I've got tattoo appointments tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be talking to too many people tomorrow. I've got eh, maybe on my bike ride someone will yell at me again. That tends to be a pretty frequent occurrence. I'm just trying to exercise and ride a bike, and apparently people have a problem with that. The amount of times that people have yelled fat ass out their car window while I am riding a bicycle. Bruh, you are the one in a car. I am the one on a bicycle. Who's the fat ass? On the bike. Hey, what year were you born? 90s. 93. I think I believe for the longest time, I still had one of the shirts that we made in first grade for our field trip to the zoo. And we all had t-shirts that our teacher had us make, and they had like little sponge shaped zoo animals that you took paint and would dip them in the paint and then put them on the shirt underneath the like zoo field trip first grade teacher name, and on the back it had the list of the people in your class. um and you were supposed to take your handprints and put your handprints on the shirt as well to signify that it was like your shirt. And I think I had that shirt up until, I believe, up until I moved states, ended up in Oklahoma, and I think I lost that shirt. For those that ever live in Oklahoma, my advice is don't. If you live in the United States, and on the off chance you decide you want to live in a different state, I don't think that Oklahoma is the wisest choice. Because I lived in a very small town in Oklahoma, and every August we had, oh, this is going to sound very southern. We had calf fries and rodeos. Every August there was the annual rodeo and calf fry. Um, if you aren't familiar with Southern culture and what a calf fry is, um, well, it's not just frying up cows. It's. You ever heard of Rocky Mountain oysters? Um, Calf fries are essentially the festival in which you take away certain aspects of a male cow and then you fry up those aspects and you eat them. I am sorry, but I'm not participating in that. I'm not participating in that. No, thank you. I think the fried okra seems a bit more appetizing than the cow's manhood. Well, that's just my opinion. I'm not a cherry blossom. Oh, sorry. But in some southern states, calf fries are a thing. In Oklahoma, there's a really big festival around it. And in some parts of Arkansas, there is also, is that what I'm talking? In some parts of Arkansas, there's also calf fries that happen. I've only lived in Arkansas for 6 years now, about 6 years, but I'm not originally from Arkansas. No, I'm not from Texas either. Texas does have calf fries as well, but I'm not from Texas. I am from a state in the middle of the United States known as Missouri, because apparently people live in Missouri. It's a bad joke. It has those cherry blossoms. But no, I'm originally from Missouri, but I've lived in Oklahoma and Arkansas, of all places. And people from Texas tend to have a very thicker accent than I have. Believe it or not, my first language wasn't even English. And yet somehow I almost failed my Spanish class. Then again, my cousins almost failed their Spanish class too, and they speak Spanish. My cousins are literally Mexican, and they almost failed Spanish class. Like, bruh, you speak the language. Yeah, but they don't teach Mexican Spanish, bruh. Fair point. Oh yeah, I forgot to write this. Cherry blossoms. Like my cousins told me whenever we were all in school, my cousin was like, dude, I'm failing Spanish. And I looked at him and I'm like, bruh, how are you failing Spanish? You speak Spanish. And he was like, okay, so there's a difference between what they're teaching us and what my mom taught you, okay? What my mom taught you, we learned that from like Mexico, man. But but what they're teaching in school, that's what you'd go over like in Spain to learn. And it was interesting because I had the assumption that if you knew Spanish, you grew up with Spanish, and you spoke Spanish, then you'd pass Spanish. And apparently, it does not work that way. Apparently, it does not work that way. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. I think I just got over to a spruce fort. What is it? What the heck? We do have American Spanish. And you got people who do the whole Spanglish thing, which isn't even actual Spanish. Um, my first language was actually sign language. I am hard of hearing, and I did not talk till I was almost 6 years old. I was 5 years old by the time I went to speech therapy, but it took me a while to actually learn how to talk, and a lot of people assumed I was deaf for a very long time. And then I learned to talk, and my mom said I never shut up. I want you to learn to talk. Oh God, I never shut up. Am I going in the wrong direction? Wait, did I go over here? Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I really don't like the snow in the snow biomes. At least we have TikTok. I don't like the snow in the snow biomes, mostly because you never know which snow is going to be your demise because there's certain blocks of snow that if you step on them, they collapse and then you end up falling down really far and freezing and you take a whole bunch of damage because you're literally freezing to unalive. It's perfect for traps. I have a Halloween town in my regular town back in my base town. I have to actually show you my base town, but I'm a bit far away from my base, technically. I'm very far away from my base. Kind of made me nervous. I am too far away from home and I cannot teleport. There was a thing I wanted to do with the cemetery back in my main place. I wanted to create a jump scare. I wanted to create a jump scare. I saw a tutorial about like you take what was it? A sticky piston, a pressure plate, a zombie head or a skeleton head. Is it a village? Zombie head or a skeleton head. You take like it's like a sticky piston, a armor stand. I think it's I think it was I don't remember the name. Composter. That's what it was. You put the composter like over the area you're wanting the skeleton or zombie to pop up from. Oh, it is a village. Okay. I wonder if I'm anywhere close to things. Yesterday, the friend that was on basically had us go travel through the nether. Anxiety inducing. I don't have any boats with me or any. I only have two leads with me, and that was mostly to keep the gas in place for whenever I do land. But I don't have any extra leads with me, and I don't have any boats, or I would take some villagers and um I would give them a involuntary vacation. They're going on an adventure away from their village, away from home. They're they're going to they're going to work for me for free. They get housing and food and um bread and uh livestock and look at this nice cave. I'm actually not near a cave right now. Did I go in the right direction or the wrong direction? Ooh, that is going in the negative direction. Okay, I'm going this way. There we go. I believe the friend that was on the server, whenever he put the villagers in a place on, they're underneath his base, but he has a whole villager trading setup. underneath his base, but I don't think I can repeat what he called it because I'm trying to be TikTok friendly with the terminology and stuff. Uh, Lave say, if you don't take Latin, it was Lave say labor. What was it? I think he said, and I quote, um, my people had to suffer, so now their people have to suffer. And I'm just like, damn, okay, that's one way to look at it, I guess. Like, now the villagers get to feel my pain. Dude, that's a bit dark. Yes, that was what they did to our people. Like, okay, you're good? You good, bro? Highland cows. I love the Highland cows. They're so fluffy. Back in my day. Yeah, young whippersnappers didn't know a thing. Back in the 90s, we had corded phones that were hooked up to landlines on the walls. We had this egregious sound that came out of the dial-up tone from the interwebs. And, and we didn't even have your confounded newfangled interwebs. Google barely started up. We had Ask Jeeves. You know what Ask Jeeves is? Well, he's dead, so we don't talk about him. But actually, is Ask Jeeves still a thing? No, I think it just turned into Ask.com. Like, I think it went from Ask Jeeves to being Ask. Are we there yet? There's a lot of stone stuff here, and these are new rendered chunks that I haven't been around. I might try to see if this is worth it, right? I just want to know where. Tell me why. Tell me why we ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why we ain't nothing but a mystery. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Wait, hold on. No, this stone area. No, this is gravel. I was tricked. It's all gravel. It's not stone. That is so much gravel. I don't think there should be this much gravel in one spot. That's a trap waiting to happen. Thanks for the follow. I'm also streaming on Twitch. I'm doing a dual stream, so it's like Twitch and the club. But I can't state like which apps I'm doing stuff on whenever it comes to streaming, because both of the streaming services get all jealous of each other. Trying to get more TikTok people there. Ooh, cave. Okay. Bingo, bingo. Cave area. And chickens, apparently. Wait. We got. I don't tend to let random people join a lot of the time. Usually I wait till they've been following for a while and then I've gotten to know them for a bit before I let people join. It's just a caution and a rule of thumb for me. Um, I take precautions mostly because I got swatted in 2023 twice. So I'm very, very cautious about letting people join at random. And I didn't even think people still swatted people, but apparently I'm wrong. A whole fucking cop showed up in my house. This smell. Whee! Oh dear. And actually, swatting is technically a federal crime. It is. It is a jailable offense. Some people don't think about that. It is highly illegal, but people still did it anyways. No, for a bit after I got swatted, I switched over to doing a PNG tuber that I made, just to kind of keep my face off camera and keep myself off camera so that people wouldn't try to swat, because most of the time people just swat content creators for the reactions and expressions. They do it for the lulz. Dumbasses. It's not funny. 64. Is that gonna be enough? They do it for the lulz. It was all because I apparently didn't answer their question that they had. I set boundaries in my own stream and they got offended. Well, it's just life. Sometimes people are assholes. And they got nothing better to do. What the hell? But maybe I can just like, wait, did I name you? I think I named you. I think I named you Haku. Did I name you? No, I didn't put a name tag on you. Oh, surprisingly, you're not the one I put a name tag on. The question was why was the sky blue and you didn't see it? So props time. No, they decided to ask me a question related to my weight and asked me if I ate food and then told me that I needed to stop eating and that I was a fat ass and that I was a whale. And so I told them it wasn't nice of them to say those things and that that's not a way you should talk to people. They proceeded to call me a whale. I muted them. They got angry for me muting them. And then they called the cops on me. I set a boundary and they didn't like that boundary. Sometimes people will, how do they even do that? What do you mean? Like, how do people even dox you, or how do people end up swatting you or finding your address and stuff? How do they find you? So sometimes people don't realize that the information you put out on the internet, and it can be as simple as your school name, it can be as simple as what year you graduated, where you're from, what state you live in, or what town you live in. People can go off that information and end up finding you. a lot of times people don't realize like it's kind of the rule of thumb on the internet is don't give out your personal information. No matter how much you think you can trust the person, it's the internet. You don't give out your personal information. Like when people will have, oh, just, uh what's a here's a wish list and a bio kind of thing. That wish list can also have your address. That address can cause a few issues. Sometimes, whenever you have like a link tree set up and you have multiple social medias hooked up to that link tree, sometimes people use that social media information and they find your real information and then they find you, which is generally why it's a good rule of thumb to keep personal information to a minimum when it comes to like the internet or your social media. Don't make it easy for other people to know where you live. After that swatting incident happened, I made sure to wipe a lot of my personal information that I had on my socials off my socials because that's part of how they had found me was I had put a social in my link tree related to like say I think at the time it was like an art page on Facebook or my Instagram kind of thing. And I thought Instagram, it has my art on it, it's harmless. No, even Instagram can be something people use. Kind of why when older people tell the younger people don't give out your personal information, especially over social media, it's kind of for a reason. It's to keep you safe because there are bad people in the world that want to hurt you and cause bad things to happen. Just be careful. Should be at stone level. Wait, just a minute. Always get nervous up high. Like if you've known the person for say 3 or 4 years, then it's probably fine to like tell that person information for like birthday gifts or Christmas gifts and stuff like that. But if it's like a room full of people, because I've seen people do this on TikTok, like people on TikTok, whenever people on a panel will ask, "Hey, where are you from?" The person will give the exact town and state, and you don't do that. Giving the state and what state you live in, that's fine, but the town, don't do that because there are people that will take that information, find out what they can about you, and it's not pretty. So whenever you're up on like a panel and if they're asking you, hey, what's your age, where are you from, don't ever give the town, just stick to the state. There's a reason for that. Listen to my old person wisdom. I may not take my own advice sometimes, but I learn from mistakes. What the hell? Holy shit, there's a cross in the wall. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. That's kind of ominous, just like you go down into like this dark cave area, and all of a sudden, oh, just okay. That's just kind of creepy. Just what I need to see when I'm exploring a cave. A cross. Last time I checked, this is not a cemetery, right? Like, seriously. Cross. Last time I checked, this is not church. That's a literal cross. I don't want to screenshot it, but at the same time, I have a phone. What's the crosses mean in Minecraft? They don't really mean anything. In Minecraft, it doesn't really mean anything. I just kind of point it out at times because it's neat. Sometimes I notice like random shapes and random places in Minecraft. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat, but also that's kind of creepy. Oh no, not the flash, not the flash, not the flash. Don't put the flash on. Eesh. I'd have a timer on. No, no timer. I just thought it was kind of like one of those Silent Hill moments where you just casually, nonchalantly just strolling in a cave because that's totally a great, great pastime to do is just stroll into a unknown cave that you know nothing about and, just go into this dark cave and just come across a cross. What the? What's down there? Why is there light? Wait, I haven't been in this cave, so why is there light? What? Like, I haven't been in this cave. Jeez. Holy heckin' heck. That's a long ways down. We are not in Bermuda. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna like, casually just kind of mark that on the nope. What? Nope. Absolutely not. Not happening. Nope. Not today. Not today. No, sir. Maybe over here? I gotta find. There's gotta be a freaking sulfur cave somewhere. That has been my mission for 2 days. Sulfur cave. Where? I want a sulfur cave. I want waffle fries. I actually don't like waffle fries. I like making curly fries at home. I kind of wish I had one of those like they're curly fry curler thingy. Can't find the spawn egg. I mean the seed for this is -2950508 0325944898288. Oh crap, now I gotta get back up there. Mistakes were made. That's how you were born. No, that was how I was born. What the heck? Did I go the wrong direction? Well, it's not one direction. I'm just remembering the meme with Jimmy Neutron's dad, And it goes, we all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Self-appreciative humor. That's a essential 90s starter pack. I'd like the 90s kid pack with zero trauma. Oh, sorry, we're fresh out. Dang. Okay, if I give you a snowball, will you come down? Come down here. Make sure I don't fall in the hole. Come down. Come down. Follow me. Follow the snowball. Be a good ghost. Yes. Whatever. Oh yeah, I named it Drifloon. Right. I made a Pokemon reference. There you go. Sounded like it said okay. Right. Oh, that was a bust. No sulfur cave. I am, as my parents would say, disappointed. It's fine. Nah, you're just going crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Just pull up there. I died. They buried me. Worms? They ate me. That drove me crazy. That's terrible. It's a bad joke. Terrible. I got it right. I think I went the right way. Somewhere. I went somewhere. I almost thought there was another cross. Huh. Oh yeah. I remember whenever Minecraft did the Copper Age update, and it was like 6 months before the Copper Age update. Everyone in our server kept finding an immense amount of copper. And that's just like every time we would mine and gather resources, all we would find is copper. And when we found the copper, we kept storing it. And a lot of our server members were like, we keep finding so much copper, and there's like no uses for copper except for like copper rods and maybe making copper blocks. And we should have stuff option wise like copper tools and having them be in between like wooden tool and stone tool kind of strength and dexterity. Endurance or duration. And so I wrote the Mojang company, the Minecraft company, because they have a place where fans can send in fan mail and suggestions to the headquarters for Minecraft, and Minecraft will read through the fan mail and read through the Minecraft suggestions and take into consideration what fans tell them. And so I wrote the company and I told them, hey, I've been playing Minecraft since it first came out, and I've been playing for over 15 years. And our Minecraft server keeps finding an immense amount of copper when we mine. And there aren't a lot of uses for copper. And I was wondering if in the next update, you guys could like make there be more options for copper, like maybe, copper tools or like things of use for copper because we keep finding a bunch of copper. And if you could take that into consideration, that'd be great. It'd be appreciated. But thank you for making a difference in my life and other people that I share Minecraft with. And then 6 months later, the new um, update came out, and it was the Copper Age update, and I was like, oh, that's kind of ironic. That's neat. So it was like just the timing of it was like, whoa, really? It was you. It might have been me. It might have been other people too, because I know there were like, there's been other people that have also written the company. Heck, I wish I was sponsored by some of these gaming companies, but I don't stream often enough to be sponsored. I have had offers from like energy drink companies to like advertise for energy drink companies, but I I don't drink energy drinks and I can't drink energy drinks, so I'm just like I appreciate the offer, but I literally can't drink anything you're offering me. I don't know why it's a lot of energy drink companies that keep trying to get me to test and like promote their energy drink stuff. And I'm just over here like, yeah, I don't think I want my heart to give out anytime soon, so I'm good. I'm good. I'll just drink some Kool-Aid or something, like maybe water. Water, Kool-Aid, maybe tea. I think that's I think that's about the most I do caffeine wise is just like I don't actually do any caffeine. I do herbal teas and floral teas. I would like to try some special tea, but that involves having a special card and not being allergic to it. I've got friends that have cards. But I also have friends that participate in the adult beverages, and I don't really see a point to participating in adult beverages, so I don't do that. The mission is trying to get back to my base, putting some stuff back in my base, and showing you around there, and probably saving the Sulphur Spring mission for another day. I've got a sulfur biome mission. I've got a couple other games that I do plan on streaming. Probably next week I might stream a couple new games. I just got a cozy little cafe simulation game called Tailside, and you play as a fox character, and you're running a cafe, and you're taking orders from other customers in the cafe, and you're just kind of running a little like animal cafe. And the other game I have, it borders more on a horror and murder mystery, but it's a little cutesy animal style murder mystery horror game where you're in a place called Beacon Pines and there's been a series of murders on campus and you've got to find who the person is that did it. But the person that did it also released a bunch of paranormal and supernatural entities onto the campus, and your job is to survive and defeat the bad guy. So solve the mystery, defeat the bad guy, clear the campus of the paranormal activity. Both of the games that I mentioned, Hailside and Beacon Pines, they're both currently on sale, so that's part of why I got them, because Steam was having a 70% off sale on them. And then Epic Games has a free game right now that I also grabbed, which is Calico. And it's a neat little cat game. There's so much snow. This gas is so slow. If it were any slower, I would think I am riding snail transit. Ooh, there's a village. Can't stop at every village that we see, but that is kind of neat. Baba, black sheep. Have you any wool? Am I anywhere? We have to keep going this way. I like how all these little houses look. Well, my houses look nothing like those. My houses are far from looking like that. It's taking forever. I should have just took like I should have took a nether portal and it would have got me home quicker. But
Harry, washer's done.
okay, are you needing to do laundry?
No, just letting you know.
Okay. This is so slow. Nether portals would have been quicker, but there's no telling where I would have ended up. Is it just floating? Trying to find a place to build a castle. There. Lava. Oh, that's kind of cool. The lava shaped kind of like an arrow. Oh, that grass is on fire. It's kind of shaped like an arrow. Okay, if I keep going this way. Also, side note in Minecraft, if you are above 20 blocks in the air, you will unalive instantly if you fall. I've learned that a few times. More than I want to say. For my kingdom because I'm a leader of a Minecraft army. There. Negative 3,000. I've still got to get all the way to 0. Welcome to Gassed Airline, where as you can see, to your right, there's a mountain. To your left, open plains. As we take a detour into the Minecraft biomes, we shall notice how high we are and how we don't like heights and really don't want to be staring down at the ground from this high. We shall sit back, relax, grab grab an apple, maybe a baked potato, maybe snack on some easy cooked steak or maybe some pork chops and enjoy the ride on the gas that takes 200 million years, 20 million years. Yeah, it would be faster on the Elytra, but I broke it, the Elytra. Yeah, I broke the Elytra. So I have to resort to using the gas. So unfortunately, I'm stuck with snail transportation in Minecraft. I was excited for the gas update where they allow us to be able to ride gas. I just wish the gas were faster, and I don't know if there's a way to speed up the gas. easier in Ocarina of Time, Zelda, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess because you can just like use the riding crop and carrots, make Epona to go faster. But no, no, we don't use that in Minecraft apparently. Eli aircraft went down. Yeah. Yeah, I was flying for a while and then all of a sudden I just fell out of the sky and I let the person I was flying with know that and they're like, "Oh yeah, you broke your elytra mid-flight." Nanny? That could happen? Yeah, it can happen. Your elytra does wear down and your elytra will break over time. When were you going to tell me this? Was this going to be before or after I'm like, 50 blocks in the air? Actually, it was more like about this height while I was on the elytra, so more like 1,000 blocks in the air. Because apparently that was such a smart thing. You didn't find the TikToks? Um, so sometimes I watch TikToks, sometimes I just kind of scroll. Sometimes I just kind of wait till I find like shows that I know of that are on TikTok and watch little clips from the shows that I know, like Big Bang Theory or Friends, or like little clips from Supernatural or Scooby Doo. Sometimes there's clips from movies like what's the one movie with Jack Black where he tries to pose as Satan and this kid's trying to write Santa and instead writes Satan. Yeah, Scooby Doo is actually one of the cartoons I grew up with that I do like. I have a couple of the DVDs from the series. I have Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase, Scooby Doo and the Alien Invaders. I've got Scooby Doo and the Monster of Mexico. I've got the live action Scooby Doo with Matthew Lillard and Scooby Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. Um, I've actually met the voice actor for the cartoon Scooby Doo and Shaggy, Scott Eames. I've met him in person, and he signed my Scooby Doo Funkos. I believe that was earlier this year. Yeah, earlier this year, I went to a Comic Con and I met Scott Eames. I was dressed as Velma. I cosplay sometimes. I've been cosplaying about 14 years, but I met the voice actor for Scooby Doo, dressed as Velma. I handed him some stickers that I made that were shaped like Scooby snacks. And while he was signing the Funko, I'm like, "Would you sign my Funko for two Scooby snacks?" And it was funny. Um, Trying to remember. It takes forever. But it was nice. I always have a fun time meeting voice actors. I've had several voice actors tell me I should go into voice acting, and I am just too much of a coward to attempt to go into voice acting, go to voice acting school. My younger brother wants to be a voice actor, so I'd much rather that he goes to school and gets the voice acting experience and gets to live his dream. That's part of why I go to the conventions and meet the voice actors is to get my younger brother's signatures to encourage him to voice act. He's got really bad agoraphobia, so he doesn't get out much, and he doesn't go to conventions like he used to. I met Rob Paulson. That was fun. I When I met Rob Paulson, I knew that he voiced Yakko from the Warner Brothers, and I know he did a few other characters like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. What are we going to do today, Brain? Snarf. I know that he did that one. Hi, you come up here? Up here? I know he did that one, and when I met Rob Paulson, I dressed up in a Stitch onesie without realizing that he voiced Ruben from Lilo and Stitch. And when I dressed up as Stitch and I met him, oh, rude. Hi, you come up here. When I met him and I was dressed as Stitch, I'm like, oh my God, it's Rob Paulson. Oh, I love you, Rob Paulson. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, Rob? And he's like, oh, hey there, Stitch. Long time no see, cousin. How you doing, bud? And I was like, yes, this is good. This is very good. It's good to see you, Rob Paulson. Very good to see you. And then when I got to like the signature table and it had all the characters that he voiced, like I realized one of the characters was from Lilo and Stitch, and I kind of just sat there like, oh, I did not realize that he actually voiced a character from the series that I am cosplaying. Oh, whoops. I've met the voice actor for Yu-Gi-Oh! I've met the voice actor for both Seto Kaiba and James from Pokemon. Um, I will say Seto Kaiba's voice actor does kind of actually match the personality of Seto Kaiba, but he's not a very people-y person, I guess. I had a better time meeting Yu-Gi-Oh's voice actor and Daphne's voice actor. Daphne's voice actor, she asked to borrow my phone, and I had explained that I was grabbing signatures for her brother, and she's like, do you have your phone on you? And I'm like, yeah, let's do a video, and then I'll record something for your brother so that I can encourage him, and maybe we'll voice act together one day. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, are, I didn't even, like, are you sure? Yeah. And it was nice. And I was surprised, almost cried. I've met Nico Robin from One Piece. I've met Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I actually have, I think, is it still over there? Yeah, it is. So when I met Uncle Iroh, I have it on my little positivity board. When I met Uncle Iroh, I gave him a little doodle that I did, and he said, well, I have to give you something in return. So he drew me a little, the White Lotus token. He drew me a little White Lotus token and said, Destiny is your friend. And so I keep that from Uncle Iroh. I keep it on a board to remind me that, like, there are things that people do that are kind things. And sometimes you never know what life will bring, and that there are still good things in the world. I've met the voice actor for Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. Like there's a bunch of different voice actors. I even got pictures with Cyborg from Teen Titans. There was just like I believe I got Broly from yeah, I got Broly from a picture with Broly from Dragon Ball Z. But there is Rob Paulson, Yu-Gi-Oh's voice actor, and a few other voice actors, including Scott, had encouraged me to one day go into voice acting, and I'm just like, I just kind of do voice impressions for shits and giggles and to make people laugh, and that's about all I do it for. I don't do it for like a job. I don't do it to make money. I just something to be funny, something to make people laugh. And they're like, yeah, well, that's all the reason you need. Like I do impressions like sometimes I just want a nice croissant. You know what croissants and Jimmy's mom have in common? Well, a croissant is a lot like Jimmy's mom. It's soft, it's warm, it smells nice. Um, I do voice impressions of Stitch, like Mama Stitch just oh, Hannah moves family. Family means nobody but left behind. Oh, forgot it. I do Elmo from Sesame Street. Elmo, yes. Oh, sorry. We're keeping this a bit, family friendly. Yes, family friendly. We do family friendly on Sesame Street. Every day, all the time. Family friendly. Yes, exactly. No curse words here. Um, Sometimes I do Mickey Mouse, like my Mickey Mouse impression. Oh, it sounds like someone really moused up. You're really bad. Not using your mouse control too well, are ya? Somebody didn't use their mouse control. They got mouse screwed. Just have fun doing random voices. Moonrod of substance. Somebody was talking about Moonrod. Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Good luck and try to have a good rest of the night. I've got like 2,000 more blocks before I'm home. And 1,000 years later. One of these days I'll make it home. Have fun with my gas airline. Screw this shit, jumps off into water. My God! Loses all my stuff. Hi, you comfy? You comfy, Seaman? Like, I'm tired of this long ass airline. I'm jumping off. That's a bad idea. Ah! See ya. You think it's a bad idea. I think it's an instant restart where I started. Someday I will make it home when hell freezes over. Has another frozen over yet? Ooh, I think that would be a good update. If there were frozen parts of the nether, I'm gonna have to write the company again. Ooh, wait, actually, that would be an interesting little. Hmm. via Mojang and Minecraft services and Microsoft. If you could you please add in a freezing part of the Nether, aka Hell, so that when you go deep enough into the Nether, you don't just hit lava, you hit a very morbid frozen zone that causes you to take damage with each step you take into the frozen part of the Nether. The only way to have any luck with that is if you take like a potion of cold resistance. That'll be a challenge. Okay, we're almost there. Getting closer. If this took any longer, I think I've taken. I don't think this is the gas. I don't think this is the Gassed Express anymore. I think this is frickin' Pony Express Airlines from the 1800s. Yeah, there's a village there. Wait. I know that village. That is close to my home. And we're fine. And we're fine. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Ooh, jungle biome. Hello. What? There's a jungle that close to my base? What? Ooh, that's definitely notable. Oh, thanks for sharing. Jungle biome. Eh, wait, can I? What? What? Why is my controller not doing the controller thing? I just want to get back home, but I'm also making a few notes. Come on. I can't get to my keyboard right now, so I'm gonna need you to cooperate with me. Seriously? I'm trying to get my controller to work. I apologize. Because I cannot reach my keyboard right now because I've got a cat that decided to fall asleep. As long as I get all the way back to my base, I'm fine. I was trying to search for the sulfur biome, but I didn't have any luck today. There's so many blocks in between here and my house, and it's really kind of peeving me off. Sounds familiar. Still taking forever. It's not just gonna peeve me off, it's gonna peeve other people off. I just need to get to the 0 coordinate. Oh yeah, there's another village over here. Right. I remember that. Oh yeah, because I raided that village. Eh, yeah. Good times. Good times. Oh yeah, because I stole their crops, and then I stole their brewing stand, and I mean, I borrowed their brewing stand. Yes, borrowed, and don't intend to return it. Probably not the same thing as stealing. So so far away from my home now. Oh, come on. 800 more blocks. You're so lucky you get to go to Salem. Seriously, go. Look at all that water. I wish I didn't break my elytra. I don't have any rockets. So wait, how would you make the fireworks again? I think it's sulfur, sand, string, and sticks. Sulfur, sand, string, sticks, I think? Or maybe it's just string, stick, and sulfur. I'll have to make some firewood just so that I can use my elytra. 500 more blocks to go. Apologies for the long ass flying zone because this is taking forever. Come on. I don't think I can go faster. Wait, I think we're close. Yeah, no more blocks. This is really getting on my nerves. Whatever you do, don't fall. Like, as long as you don't fall. Wait, I see the torches I placed. Yeah, there's torches that leads back to the base. I can see those torches from here. And there's one of the cherry saplings I planted. There's another cherry sapling, which means There's a cherry tree. Am I really that close? Yes, I am. All the torches. I can see it. Keep all the torches. We're almost there. So close. We get so far. And then the main mountain. There we go. Almost home. Almost. A little bit further. As long as I don't fall, I think I'm good. Almost there. Almost. Whee! Awesome. Okay, cool. Please don't knock me off. Boom. There we go. Okay. I think for now, we cannot find the sulfur biome yet, so I'm gonna call it a day. We shall try this another time, I guess. Sorry about that. I look so androgynous right now. There you are. Happy Pride Month. And remember, to eat food, drink water, take your meds, and get some rest. See you all next time. See you on the other side. The Minecraft side of things, that is. Bye. Feel free to follow for more content in the future.